Hello and welcome on another lecture of Leo English Hub, friends. And today we are going to go through a quiz. It is a test for the skills that we have acquired until now on our course. We have learned it simple present, simple past, and simple future until now. And I'm going to give you some points or clues that we can say, out of which you can generate ideas or you can make sentences on your own. Before we move ahead, I would like to request you to subscribe our channel, and those who are new to our channel, I would also request them to start learning from the very first lecture on our playlist section, so that they don't miss anything, and they can learn step by step gradually every day. So here we have the points for the first sentence: the merchants, discounts, reason for giving discounts, and the reasons could be the sales, profit, market, customers, you know. So it is not compulsory or mandatory to accommodate all these words, all these points or clues that have been given to you. It is not mandatory. You can choose out. You can choose any of the words. You can miss any, and if you can include or accommodate all the words or clues or points that have been given, it will be well and good. And also try to make positive and negative both kinds of sentences, because it has been observed that many people struggle while communicating in negative. Sometimes we have to use negative sentences speaking or writing. So if we have practiced enough the negatives as well, then it won't be a problem for us while communicating in future in English particularly. Let's move on to the next sentence, the points for next sentence, and the points are on the screen at the moment. A government, it involves a government, investment, reason for the investment in various sectors, in the sources out of which the governments allocate money, effects, etc. Whatever you can even without using all these points or clues, you can generate ideas or you can make sentences. And try to make, don't forget to use three different tenses that we have learned until now, and try to make positive and negative both sentences. I'm going to give you the solution of these points and how to make sentences. I'm going to give that solution in our coming lectures, but until then you can use these points, and you can generate ideas on your own. You can make sentences like this is a way, this is a method that you can generate ideas on your own using the points. You can write points on your notes, and you can expand those thoughts and write sentences. And you can also speak, those who are familiar, those who fancy speaking apparently, they can start speaking using these points. And also don't forget to note down these points into your notebook, so that you can understand that how sentences are created using the points or clues only. You don't need big ideas, or you don't need much thinking power as well. People, harm, nature, others, reasons for doing that activity, etc. So these are the points. You can have n number of sentences using these points or clues that you can see on your screen at the moment. So we are moving quickly ahead on the fourth sentence, and the points for the fourth sentence are on your screen at the moment. An educational institute, you will have to talk about an educational institute. It could be a school, college, or a university as well, or a board as well, educationally regulatory board as well. So announcements, the exams, dates, grades, results, and so on. There can be n number of things that you can utilize for practicing speaking and writing sentences in English. Let's move on to the fifth sentence. The points for the fifth sentence: the youngsters not interested in something make their career by learning other skills. So please make positive and negative both kinds of sentences in using all these points. So the fifth sentence would be on based on the youngsters, their interest and likes and dislikes, their career. It is not necessary that all people become doctors, engineers, or scientists. the God has gifted us various skills, and using those skills we can become successful, we can be successful. So it is not necessary that the careers are uniform and there are limited careers that we can make. There are so many ways we can make career on. So you can make sentences on career as well, not just one sentence, but you can make n number of sentences. Here the points for sixth sentence, any pronoun you can we must be able to use pronouns as well in our sentences. So here we have any pronoun as our subject, paying attention here and there while doing an activity, during particularly in exams, in exam conditions, or studying at school or home even. So all these conditions you can use, and not just one, you can make many sentences out of these points or clues, and try to make positive and negative both kinds of sentences. The points for seventh sentence, parents, their wishes on the based on their children, a reason for happiness or sadness. You can make sentences, right, considering the family background as well. So parents, they wish a lot, and here are the points. You can pause the video. Obviously, if I am moving ahead quickly, you can pause the video and write down the points or clues that you can see on your screen, because I don't want to waste your time. I move ahead quickly, but if you want to write them down, you can pause the video and you can write down the points or clues that you can see on your screen. The points for eighth sentence are on your screen at the moment. Dissuade is something equal to convincing. So here I have tried to give you some examples or points in such a way that you can have practice of vocabulary as well. So convincing and dissuading are similar kind of things, they are synonyms, but dissuading is used particularly to not do anything, right? And convincing is to convince, is to make people agree on doing something, and dissuading is opposite of convincing, is to make people agree on not doing anything. So that's the difference between dissuading and convincing. So whom you will have to talk about whom you are dissuading or convincing, on what issue, like plastic bags or pollution or cutting trees or smoking, drinking. All these things can be dissuaded. People can be dissuaded on all these things. So try to make sentences out of these points as well, and not just one, you can make n number of sentences. Here we have the points for ninth sentence. You can talk about your friends, their desires for doing something, reason behind them, and so many other things you can accommodate over here, right? We like our friends and we spend most of our time with them, when we are at home, we connect with them over social media, and they are important part and parcel of our life. So you can make also many sentences, not just 1 2 3 4 few sentences, but you can make n number of sentences on your friends as well, right? The desires are endless, and you can talk about many desires as well. Here we have the points for 10th sentence, and it is about ourselves, right? What we can do on our traditions, on our cultures, reasons for them, so many other things, right? So keeping all these points in mind, you can make not just few sentences but make many sentences. So guys, note down all these points in your notebook and try to make many sentences out of them. Try to generate ideas, try to use your mind, brainstorming. You can use brainstorming always, and this can help you generate more and more ideas for writing and speaking as well. It will provide you a lot of practice of English speaking and writing also. So I hope guys you will find these points and or clues very important for understanding and making sentences on your own without taking others' help. And in our next lecture we are going to give the solution for these sentences, these points. So don't go away, stay tuned on our channel, subscribe our channel, and please don't forget to like and share this channel to your friends and family so that they also get benefit of our channel. Thank you very much guys for joining us today. Thank you.